slow down at a rate that will not have the passengers be ejected from the cart, Golem Horse.
That was weird. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Forgotten Fates, Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition campaign. We are currently in our third season, fifth week, fifth hour. I wrote this shit down.
That's good. I could have told you.
I
It
know.
was more fun to watch you guys.
Shut up.
There.
So yeah, we just did we're now officially members of the Moondell gymnastics team, except for Kel.
No. I did not pass the test.
No. He is eating a mouthful of dirt.
And that is what we call a scorpion.
Yeah, he just scorpion. He nailed the scorpion landing.
With his face.
Yeah.
I don't have
So-
a point right here. No.
You know, a little ways back, but not very far, thanks to the immediate stopping of the golem, you lost the trail.
Just give me a second, guys. I lost the trail. I gotta go get it back.
Take all the time you need.
Nice.
Not all the time you need, the sooner the better.
That was a particularly skillful dismount there, Mr. Kel.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that to my repertoire of dismounts.
Oh, do you often dismount from things?
Well, you know.
Dismounted. Never mind.
What was that, Ardo?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Anyway, I'll be right back.
Mm.
I run down the road with
What
my
is wrong with that dragon? He's quite giggly today.
stubby legs.
He did it on purpose.
I think he farted when he landed.
If he's
Whoa,
not
the dragon farted?
No, the dragon did not fart.
What?
I'm sure the cart would be on fire if he did.
Yeah, what is that? What happens if oh, that's gotta be some serious methane.
I do not shoot flame out my ass.
Well, even I
It
can shoot
turns
flame
out-
out my ass. You don't need to be
With
a
your
dragon.
knowledge nature check there, Dermot, dragons don't actually fart. That's how they fuel their flame breath.
Ugh.
I recall this
Oh, no.
information I'm about to impart and then realize nobody cares.
Night on wonders of nature of D&D.
gross.
I kind of just get like a.
It says crikey and it heads off down the road.
Oh.
I'm spitting out dirt.
I will turn the cart around without running over Kel or anyone else.
Oh, thank God.
Leave the cart there.
Are we close?
I don't know. Let me find the trail before you do anything.
I'm just dusting myself off. Can I keep doing that?
Not you, the dragon.
We're not going anywhere.
But don't turn it around in case we have to turn it right back around.
Okay.
You find the trail,
Yay!
not you.
Damn it!
I think that's not part of
Okay.
crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He's having a conversation with himself.
What the fuck is wrong?
Moving forward.
Where does the trail go?
It heads almost straight off the road to the east.
Okay. So, what does this direction look like? What do I see when I look down this path?
There's not
path?
really a path there. It's you think they'll be able to get the cart down that way, but
So I'm tracking as much by smell and the fact that I can see like broken twigs and stuff like that.
right.
Okay. Now you can turn the cart around.
I turn the cart around.
Yeah. He's turning the cart around, Cal.
I am not running over anyone.
I get out of the way to give him room.
Do you head off towards Dermot, or what's going on, Mr. Dragon?
I'm just turning around the cart and letting everyone get back on.
Okay. You turned the cart around. What do you do now?
I wait for everyone to get on.
Jill, do you get on the cart?
How
Are
far
you
away
done
is
with
this?
that?
Perhaps you should ask them to get on.
Looks like we're still moving, guys. We probably should get back on it. And this time, I won't stop like that.
And how far?
Dermot's a good 40 feet back down the road.
I think I'll just walk for a minute. Thanks, Fox.
No problem. See if anyone else gets on the cart.
I'll hit
I'm already on the cart.
I jumped back into the cart.
She's on the cart
Okay.
buffing her nails.
This time, we slowly canter back down to
Oh, how do you say it? Horse. What do you say? Horse?
canter towards this way. Slowly.
Why don't you tell him to trot?
Well, canter.
Why
is-
don't you tell them to canter? Why don't you tell them to trot? It won't do anything.
Go forward.
You see it start to move
Slowly.
forward. In a slow fashion.
A little faster.
Gets
Mach
faster.
10!
How fast are we moving?
You're now in
You said
Winterdale.
slowly, little faster. You see Kel walk past you up the edge.
We go faster.
Go faster!
Slow down. Slowly.
Stop right in front of Dermot.
Stopped.
This is getting ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Way too much.
I'm done. Okay. Kel, you walk up. You saw the cart just. Ends up right in front of Dermot.
Do you not know how to use this thing?
I know how to use it quite well. I have other issues
Okay.
that will remain.
I just point to my head when I'm looking at it.
Anyway, the trail heads this direction. I point east. So,
Very well.
and that's all three of them, right?
Yes.
If Dermot gets on the cart, I'll get on the cart. Otherwise, I'll stay off.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in by foot. I'll go by foot in the eastern direction and keep ahead of the cart, like unless Vox goes psycho and
No. We're just sticking right behind you.
I'll keep
And
my
by
eyes.
right behind you, 10 foot behind you.
I'll track the scent, the path, listen for anything in front of me, and make sure the cart doesn't fall into anything to get damaged.
Okay. You lead them off into the woods. Kel, you following behind the cart then?
No, I was following beside Dermot,
Beside Dermot.
a little bit back, but off to the side of the cart. I guess if the trail permits.
There's not much of a trail here, so you're just gonna be.
So then I'm between Dermot and the cart.
What a brave soul.
What kind of are we bush and whacking here, or like?
Yeah, a bit. There's spots where it's obvious that a big bear came through here.
A little bear?
Seems like a little big bear, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wrong fucking bear!
I think he'd be able to determine the smell of his bear compared to other bears. His nose is pretty astute.
It's definitely your bear.
Fucking bear's been on the steroids again.
The clearing goes from this big to this big.
Fucking bear needs to get off the freaking carbs.
I was under the impression your bear was big enough to be a mount for you now, is he not?
I'm out for a dwarf, not
Not what?
like an average sized person.
Well, dwarf is an average sized person.
They're on the small side of the average sized person.
Oh, okay. Well, the trail leads off from the woods a bit. You come to a bit of a clearing, and you see
Before we
a
exit the
house.
clearing, I would motion the party to stop behind me, and then
We'll stop.
I would have went into like hidden mode so that somebody in the clearing couldn't see me.
Okay. All right. You're sneaking out into the clearing. As you break through the last bush, you see a little shack sitting in the middle of the woods.
I whisper back to the party. I think we found Gretchen. Actually, what's the dwarven name for her? Is it the same?
I lost it.
I would say the
It was
dwarven name.
different. You said the dwarven equivalent.
Yeah. All right.
The Witch of the Woods.
You notice that there is a bush beside that cabin that's kind of rustling.
I will whistle.
You whistle, you see the bear come running over towards you, covered in blood.
What does it smell? Whose blood?
Smells human.
Nothing else on it?
Nope.
As the bear's trotting over covered in blood, I'm gonna go hide behind the cart.
Okay.
The bear doesn't have the papoose on it or anything like that, or a baby on it.
No. But the
We don't
bear is.
feature any babies or anything, do we?
No, you don't.
Is there any other trails of blood around?
No, there's nothing from the cart.
Oh, thank goodness the bear's okay.
Do I detect any portal energy nearby?
No.
How far away are we from the cart? Or from the huts? The hut?
Well, you're directly on the cart.
Right.
You're about 30 feet away from the hut at the moment.
Okay, I'll get off the cart after it's stopped.
Okay.
As long as it stops at a
It's-
reasonable speed, I'm gonna stand up and get
I-
off the cart.
I understood that he stopped it when Dermot held his hand up. At that point, you all dismounted the cart immediately. No.
I just wanted to be clear on, the actuality of what happened.
No, he's got good control over it again.
Excellent.
For some reason, there was a couple of bugs that didn't work out. We're not really sure what
Right.
was going on. But
From now on, the cart acts as he intends it to instead of his literal commands to the cart.
for the time being, until it amuses me to do that.
Right.
Of course.
So, you dismount the cart.
Mhm.
So Dermot the bear comes running over to you, blood all over him.
I would get down, like, to...
Is he okay?
Kind of do face-to-face, like, and then, like, inspect him. I'm not smelling the bear's blood, so I'm, like, not really worried it's his blood. Are you asking that?
Yeah, I'm asking, is the bear alright?
But it's not his blood, it's human.
Maybe he got the necromancer.
Who did he eat?
He's
I, I would, like, pull open his mouth and, like, smell.
stick your head in like a lion tamer?
Yeah, well, it's not that big, but,
It seems he might have eaten some of it, yes.
like, do I think it would smell like if he ate a person, or am I getting hints of other stuff he might have eaten?
You're getting he had some berries. That might be a bit of a squirrel stuck between his teeth. He definitely ate a person.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure. It could have been. It was somebody.
Does it smell like the necromancer to do
Well, it's difficult to tell the difference between the death of a necromancer's smell and that of the person's just dead.
How
I don't
does
know,
it?
yeah, I don't understand how your nose works, so yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, I can't distinguish between dead necromancer and just dead.
Fair enough. I suppose every nose has its limitations.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows!
Andara just bursts out for like some odd reason. She finds that absurdly humorous.
Yeah, she
She's
clapped.
cracked.
Well, I'm glad that we followed your
Well, I'm
name.
looking around and I grab my sword and shield. My sword's not really up. It's just sort of at my side, but my sword and shield at my
Spells
side.
for that.
Okay.
If we're to do combat, I think I need to put an invocation on you guys, so that I don't have
Let-
another mistake.
Let's not jump to conclusions, Dragon Man.
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I don't want to fight Gretchen.
I really don't want to fight either, but I'd rather not fry you guys either.
Why would you be frying us?
Just to back it up a bit from the legends, like, could you even fight Gretchen?
What's a
Right.
Gretchen?
The Witch of the
No.
Woods?
Have you not heard the legends of the Witch of the Woods?
Out of character, would I
No.
know on all this? No,
Not really. That's not.
I
really
didn't.
what
I
it's
didn't
going
know
for.
if there was. I didn't know if there was anything reference to it in the south.
Where
He
the hell? Oh,
he
you grew up in the
doesn't
south? Okay.
Okay.
Where the hell? Oh, you grew up in the South. Okay.
Oh, you're one of those folks. Okay, I get it. You have a disability.
The Witch in the Wood. You start talking more slowly now that you know he's from the South.
Just because I don't know what it means doesn't mean I don't understand what you're saying. You can speak a little bit better. I'm not stupid.
Are you sure?
Okay. So what are we doing here, guys? Like, what's the plan? I'm
You're
sure
not
Miss
casting
Gretchen.
anything on me, Dragon Man, before we get into this place. How do I know you're not working for her?
That didn't make any sense at all.
Why would I be working for her?
With all this Dragon Cult stuff going on, I don't trust you and or your spells on me.
Well then, fine. Just stay behind me.
Just don't burn us. You don't want to start a fight with this woman.
I'm trying not to start a fight with this woman.
Yeah, just so you know how it is. There is no situation in which case you engage in a fight with her and win. Ever. Ever. Ever.
Okay.
I mean, but if you really want to breathe fire on her, yeah, just do it in front. We're not with you.
Then lead on, and I will commence with the farting.
Excuse me?
Since Dermot would be the
Don't
only one who
ask,
could go.
don't ask, just don't ask. And no, you can't.
I
I
won't.
said no breath.
No breath.
So am I going to see her? I don't want to see her. I don't want anything to do with her.
I don't. Well, who's got the rod? She's probably got the rod.
She's
How are
probably
we
got the
gonna get it
rod, she's
back?
got the baby, she's got all the fucking shit.
Only one way to find out.
I don't want to
So-
do a deal with her.
Spare the
So
rod,
she's
save
like-
the baby?
Well, I'll go alone then, I guess.
Well, I'll come with you, but you can stand in front.
Don't worry, Cal. He'll be safe behind us.
She can keep everything if that's the case.
Maybe you'd feel better if you played us an inspiring song.
I don't feel too inspired. Well, I'll go. Who else is coming? Looking around at the guys.
I'm obviously, yeah.
I will puff up my chest and timidly.
Come on, bear man. That little witch isn't gonna deter you, is she?
Okay. Yeah, I'll puff up my chest and kind of walk out, but look behind me to make sure everybody's following.
Okay.
I'll follow from the rear.
Dermot's ego can be stroked.
You would.
I don't want
What
that
else can I
dragon
do?
behind me if he's talking about breathing fire.
Get up in the front here if you're gonna breathe fire on people.
Whoever said no breathing of the fire?
That doesn't mean he's behind us right now.
That's true. We said no breathing fire last time, didn't we?
What would
Doesn't sound
he
like
say
he wants to not breathe fire.
Get up there, dragon.
Fine, I'll be next to you. Let's go.
Go on.
So I've got Dermot, and the Dragon Man side by side. Huh?
Yeah.
Who's after that?
I'm with Andara.
Yeah, I don't know where Ardo is. He just sort of vanished and hasn't said anything.
He's just blankly
Hey,
staring at us.
hey, Ardo,
he's
do you think
whittling.
there's any traps between here and the...
Well, I'll go look.
Okay.
All right, I
Are you making any attempts to be stealthy about it, or you just burst out there?
I got this.
No, I'm
Immediately falls in an acid
Silly.
pit.
Let me get out of the cart first,
Just as
woman.
He's gone.
Well, he found the acid pit.
So you get out of the cart and start creeping up towards it, or what? Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. You're right.
So I sneak
Okay.
in, and I'm hiding as well, and I'm detecting, or I'm looking for traps.
Which direction do you head? You just going straight towards the front door? You're gonna work your way around the cottage? How's it going?
Kind of work my way around the cottage. I want to kind of scope out everything that I
Okay.
can. So
You'll see every now and then you'll see a bit of rustling as you see some plant move, but you don't see him. You start creeping your way around the cottage. You get to that bush where the bear was, and you see the tattered remains of a blue-robed man.
okay.
He seems to have been mostly disemboweled and played with as well as eaten, but you can tell just looking at him that it wasn't the bear that killed him.
Oh. Do I see any items of importance on his corpse?
You do not, but you do know from looking at it that it was 2 clean strokes that finished him off.
Oh well. Okay.
Quite precision. Very crazy. A slash that went right across the throat and a stab through the heart.
Wow. Okay. I start creeping up closer to the cottage or whatnot, kind of coming off to the side of it.
You start working your way around the cottage. You don't hear any noises coming from inside, and you find no traps. You make it all the way back around to the front.
Okay.
All the windows do seem to be closed as well.
I'll sneak up on the group.
Which one do you sneak up on?
Dermot. Wow.
Okay.
He's trying to sneak up on Dermot.
I tap him on the other side of the shoulder.
Did he successfully sneak up on Dermot?
Dermot, you feel something tap you on the shoulder.
Did I see him though?
No.
Really? You rolled against my sense?
Your nose.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like
No, you smell him coming. Sorry, Ardo.
But he didn't hear me.
that might not have been
No.
a good thing. Sneaking up
He
on
didn't
him
hear
in
me
this
at all.
intense situation.
Oh yeah.
He knows I went out to see.
If I didn't hear you or smell you or
He
know
knew-
you were there,
He
I
also
would've
knows my
punched you.
smell, so
You're lucky he smelled you.
And since he can smell him, he knows how far away he is.
Exactly. I knew exactly how long it was going to take him to get there and get back. Okay.
I
Anyway.
kid.
So which? Oh, Ardo, what did you find?
darn.
You're a little ripe. Not, just
The
saying.
the necromancer is dead. I don't think the bear killed him.
I mean, I didn't want to say anything, Ardo, but yeah, you should steal a bar of soap every now and then.
Was the bear just playing in his dead remains?
I guess.
I
I don't
asked her.
know.
Were you just
Yeah.
playing in the dead necromancer?
Were you who's a bad bear?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
He had a cut to his throat, and it looks like he got stabbed in the heart.
Whose blood is that?
The necromancers.
No, on the bear. I'm asking the bear. I'm not talking to you, Ardo. I'm talking to the bear.
Yeah, the bear is just being bashful. Were you playing in the necromancer?
Yeah. Well, we gotta find some water and get you clean. Don't do that. That's disgusting. Especially a necromancer, jeez. Who knows where that thing's been?
Well, shall we continue on to the cottage, or?
There's no traps. I checked all the way around. I don't know who or what's inside the cottage.
Well, if it is the witch, then we still better step lightly.
There's nothing eerie about this cottage. It just looks like
The
a
whole
cottage.
damn thing's eerie.
Cottage.
Nothing in particular. You know, have y'all ever seen the cottage before? I can't remember.
Us, no.
No.
No, this party hasn't. Okay, so no, there's nothing that you would notice about it.
Just stories.
Yeah.
Does it look like a recently used cottage? Something that's full of cobwebs?
It
smoke?
doesn't look recently used. No, all the shutters are closed. The doors closed. There's no smoke coming from the chimney.
No lights coming from inside.
Mm-mm.
There's definitely some
The-
extreme
The
heebie-jeebies.
the yard has not been tended.
Right.
Well, it doesn't even have a yard, does it? It's just kind of sitting in the middle of this field, would otherwise be a
So-
field. Right?
Right. Right. There's nothing to say that there's nothing to say someone lives there. Really.
But I mean, the doorway would still be clear of weeds. You know what I mean? If it was something that was recently gone into, you would
Right.
see the grass had been opened and pushed out of the way or something.
I think it's just out of place.
Okay, that's fine. No, I just wanted a good description in the event that people didn't see our previous campaign.
Oh, that's good. Sorry.
Alright, so we'll continue on, I guess. Unless the people in front have stopped and aren't proceeding forward.
After you, Mr.
Dermot.
Vox.
I keep moving silently, but I'm not hidden. I'm just moving silently.
All right.
I'm pushing the dragon forward.
So
Pushing me
Vox-
forward.
Yeah, he's pushing you forward towards the cottage.
That didn't work.
Are you comfortable with this?
I'm gonna step back. Why is everyone else not? Why is everyone hiding behind me? Oh, now
Because
don't
we
want
live
to have the
when we were
blame.
behind you, we die when we're in front.
Last time you were in front of me, bright lightning encompassed me or something suspicious. That I've
It was
seen
lightning.
before.
Yeah, let's not
Oh,
act
wow.
like you don't know why this is happening.
Not so tough now that we're behind you, huh? Tables have turned. Now you know how we feel.
I see you hiding from the rear, like always.
Is Kel, you brandishing
aye.
any kind of item in your
Enough
hand or
of you
anything while
two,
you're saying
let's
this
go.
to the dragon?
Okay, I tentatively take a step forward.
All right. You step into the clearing. No curse calls down and kills you instantly. Seem to be fine.
It's more of a
An
slow
obelisk
acting curse.
strikes you.
What do you do now? Do you step
Oh.
again?
We'll look back and see what everyone else is doing.
We're all like,
Following.
we'll go on. Ryan.
You're following behind me, right?
Oh yeah, we're right behind you.
How far are they behind me?
Where they started, they're behind you.
Yeah.
Where
Still
they
waiting.
started.
We've been following the whole time.
I'll take another step forward.
You take another step forward. You're one step further into the glade.
Do I see anything going on with the cabin?
No.
We're like one step into the field.
Yes.
Yeah.
30 feet away. Well, 29 feet. I guess.
Oh,
I'll take
you big frickin' chicken. Are you part chicken? Seriously, are you part chicken? Are you sure you're dragon and not chicken?
Ah, fine. I start
Where's
walking.
your bravado now, dragon man?
Holy shit.
I start walking into the glade.
Or-
You start walking into the glade.
Yes.
You notice how he's not comfortable until he's behind us.
Most
All right.
don't feel comfortable.
You start walking into the glade.
No.
You see the door open on the cottage.
I stop. I freeze.
We all tuck in
And he
behind
pumps out
him.
an egg.
We all tuck
So
in
you-
behind.
Yeah, like instantly form a line so that she can't see us behind him.
Okay, so y'all all stuck in behind him.
Yeah.
So Vox,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
hide.
are you looking? Are you looking? Do you see what happens? Okay, so you're the only one that sees this. The door opens slightly.
Oh, I see it. I can see underneath their legs.
Okay,
Already established you can't.
right.
Oh.
Vox is, you can't see Vox is well endowed or something. Vox,
Tripod.
Damn, come on. Spit it out.
you see a hobgoblin in strange ornate armor look out of the cottage and then close it.
What looked out of the cottage? Sorry.
It's a
Vox thought.
hobgoblin in armor.
I give a raised eyebrow look back at the other guys.
Did we recognize this figure at all? From
You
what we
didn't
saw?
see. You ducked behind in a line.
Okay, I missed that part. So
I
who-
kind
only
of spoke
Vox
for
saw
you,
it?
so if you didn't do that, just tell them.
A look of shock on my face as Dermot looks back at me.
That's what I was saying. It's a
This is Dermot's
hobgoblin
like-
in
Yeah.
armor.
I just gave a raised eyebrow look back at the other two.
And I just looked terrified.
Why? I'm looking at you guys and I'm shrugging
I've
my
seen
shoulders
many
like,
hobgoblins.
what's the big deal? It's a hobgoblin.
In ornate armor?
I know.
Ornate.
Okay, so it's a hobgoblin that's wearing armor.
How
They
many
say that-
hobgoblins in ornate armor have you met?
I've met no hobgoblins at all, but I've heard about them.
When you turn around,
yeah, you technically have Ardo.
Technically have.
Yeah, out of
Yeah, we
character.
had an entire traveling companion. His name was Vakut, and we kind
He
of,
was a hobgoblin.
yeah,
Oh, I forgot.
we wore ornate armor.
You put all that behind him.
Jeez, how long before you forget
died.
us? I'm a little hurt.
Kind of forgot. Yeah,
Did
that-
I or I can't say I recognize the armor, but can I explain to him what the armor looked like?
You can, yeah.
Okay,
you
so
can
I'm gonna
describe the
read it.
colors and
I'm gonna relay the colors and all that to him for the armor,
the large hole that seemed to be in the center.
as
You can
well
see
as the
right through.
large hole.
Well, I knew that
Well, that's interesting.
one was not right in the head, and he had some kind of connection with her, obviously.
It looks like we're gonna kill him after all.
I think that's already happened once before.
He's already dead.
I don't know
Well-
how these things work. If
I
he's
need to-
undead,
Well, if he's dead, that means he burns.
Fox, go back to town and get us a young priest and an old priest.
I
What?
summon the
I'm
horde.
Cleric, if that helps.
You gonna tie him together?
Okay, now we need an old priest.
Here,
What
have
do you
a
mean
young
by
priest.
old?
I think she might.
Well, I guess you'll do since you're a young old priest.
Oh, shit.
Do I count as both? I mean, as far as the human years are concerned.
What are you? This is madness.
No, this is Sparta.
So what? So we're just standing 27 feet into the clearing and like
I am summoning the horse to come over to me.
the
What's
horse
he
comes
doing?
to you.
Wait,
What's
what?
he doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's simple.
Use
If
your
we're
words.
coming out, then I'll get on the horse and I'll draw it out into the opening, and then I'll get in
Draw
front of
what?
you guys.
The
and-
hell is the horse gonna help you with
I
that? I
didn't
mean,
need your
you're a
horse.
giant dragon. If he's not drawn out already,
You're just
mean
not that
it-
interesting.
You mean draw the hobgoblin out? You can't draw him out.
Wait.
He's waiting for us in the house.
Why are you trying to draw him out?
Well, apparently you guys are scared of him. With the oh my god.
With the
Okay,
oh my
okay,
you
okay.
must not know this guy.
don't.
Let's continue this train of thought. You're gonna draw him out. Okay, because we're scared of him. Then what? Then what do we do?
You guys are running while I'm trying to get on the horse and flame him in a circle?
Okay, we're running. Where are we running to and from?
Oh, you got a good point.
What are we doing? Like, are we just running around in a circle? Like, I don't get like the next part of this plan.
And Dar's scratching her head. You want us to what?
I'm trying to understand. Like, I want to help, but I just don't know. Like, I thought maybe we could go knock on the door.
I'm with the dwarf on this.
Yeah, you guys go knock on the door.
Chicken.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna come.
I'll hide behind the cottage.
I wouldn't advise that.
I already went around to the back of the cottage once. You really are chicken.
How close did you get
Okay,
to the cottage?
so
I don't think you can hide from her anyway.
okay,
If she's
so
as powerful as she seems.
Well, who says that's who's in there?
Was that the whole point of us coming out here and going to this
Aldo?
cottage?
Really?
Uh,
And now we see this
that doesn't mean she's there.
ex-companion of ours who had dealings with the witch.
Greg, is there smoke coming out of the chimney?
The smoke. Yes, now there is smoke coming out of the shit.
And what time of the day is it?
Let's see. It would probably be about mid-afternoon. Y'all were in town for quite some time, but getting out here, I'd say we're probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
We weren't in town for that long.
Do we see like campfire and stuff in the house? Is there windows or anything?
The windows, all the shutters are closed.
And there's no light coming through
No
the
light.
or anything?
You missed all this that we already went through.
No light. There was no smoke when you first came into the clearing, but after the door opened and the thing was spotted, smoke did start coming out of the chimney.
Oh, okay.
Look,
That's an important detail.
look, she's got second lunches on
Fuck
for you. there.
this. I'm tired of waiting. I just walk up to the door and knock on it.
How
You
far
start
away
walking
were
up to the door?
were we still before he could just traipse up by himself and
Age
walk
before
up to-
beauty. I shout.
He starts running up there, I guess. Or
You
you're
guys
not
gonna
that
be-
far behind him.
Yeah.
You can
I'm
be there
walking-
at one
I'm
time.
walking at a steadily.
Well, I'll keep
Pace.
walking too if he's walking. He's not gonna unless he's
I'm
running.
not
ahead.
running. That's just crazy.
Yeah, go with them.
I'm walking.
He's about to
Well, he can be there in one round, is what I'm saying. So you make it up there. You start heading that direction. Who else went that way?
I
went.
did.
You went. Dermot?
Yeah.
Dermot went. Yep.
I would have went up there too.
Vox went. Kel.
only once the dragon moves.
Okay. Vox started moving, so
I
you
don't want to
moved.
be in front of him. That's all.
All right. So no survivors. Okay. So Ardo goes straight up, knocks on the door. The door opens, Ardo.
Okay.
It opens up into a hut. There's lots of dried roots and things hanging all over the place.
Okay.
See a cauldron bubbling, and sitting in a chair with her head down and hair draped over the top is an old woman
Mhm.
in the corner.
Okay. What else do I see?
There doesn't seem to be anyone else in the cottage.
There's no collection of objects stacked in a pile or pieces of bugbears or anything like that.
Not at the time.
Gretchen?
You see the hair parts and an eye. Yes,
What are you doing here?
I believe you're the one in my home. What can I do for you?
We all know you travel through time and space. You wouldn't be here unless there was a reason.
You weren't looking for me?
We're looking for the baby. In the
And
rod.
the people in the rod. What have you done with them?
And my bear. I found that though.
Well, that's none of your concern anymore unless you really want it.
Well, of course we really want it.
What are you willing to give for that baby?
Can we just have the rod back?
What are you willing to give?
It's our rod.
You shouldn't have the baby.
Yeah, what did you give for the rod? It was ours.
Well, I met the terms of our contract exactly.
But it was stolen property.
He had it when he came.
Didn't belong to him.
It wasn't his
Oh.
to give.
I don't deal in that
Oh, good.
trivial matter.
Okay, well you can have the rod. Can we have the contents?
think it's a package deal.
I don't think it is.
They're
Wait,
not
wait,
yours to take.
Wait, did you just... Do you have this contract?
Oh, that's resolved.
Right, but you should keep records. I mean, don't you keep records?
Well, he traded me the baby and the rod to see his god.
So just the rod.
The baby and the rod.
So just the rod and the baby. But just the rod?
The baby can't be given.
Well, the rest of it's kind of a bonus.
Well, I don't know. Like, terms of your contract are pretty specific. Just the rod. Doesn't say anything about
Concerning
the
innocent
content.
souls that didn't give their own consent.
Deal in loopholes? Is this how you function?
You know better than we the rules and the consequence.
Consequence.
I kind
When
of
you say that,
I kind
when
of
you
elbow
say that,
at him as he says that.
her eye just locks on you, Ardo. What do you know about consequences, wee one?
I know there's certain gods that'll be angry with you if you break the rules.
Just looking out for your best interest there, Gretchen.
Just like, not with him. Just kind of like step away.
What do you want for the wee one? She looks over at Dermot. Looks back at Ardo.
The wee one never subjected herself to be yours in the first place.
I'm talking about you, little man.
Don't change the subject. Your contract was just for the rod, correct? Not the contents?
As I say, I got it as a bonus.
I didn't realize you dealt in bonuses.
I take what I can.
Can I just go get my chest out of there?
For a price.
Really want to go in the rod while she has the rod?
Foolish. Foolish.
Well, I'd have to use the rod to use it.
She reaches into her robe and pulls it out. You can enter.
She pulls out her rod.
Whoa! Crying game.
Reaches into the robe and pulls out the golden rod. You can enter. You can enter for free.
Yeah, but what does it cost to exit?
We'll have to deal with that when the time comes.
Hand
Of
me the rod
course.
then.
So she holds it out. Touch it.
Pass it to me.
She holds it out.
Mage hand, grab it.
She's holding on to it.
I see.
She like flicks it. Come in.
I whisper to Andara as like quietly as possible, not so she says, I thought you could just will yourself out.
Some magics can be circumvented or changed.
That's some pretty... Wow, I wouldn't know that.
Things
As,
aren't always as they seem.
with your portal domain, though, as far as you know, that is exactly how it should work.
Okay, that's. I'm like, oh, all right. I mean that is true. I'm not going to discuss this. Obviously, I'm not saying
Yeah.
this to him, but
Gives
I'm
me a
just
look
like-
that says all this.
I'm just kind of like, I guess so.
Well, there's no baby. She's not giving up the rod, which doesn't belong to her, so...
Well, I guess we just call it today.
She starts sliding the golden rod back into her robe.
Okay, so you ready to go, Cal?
Yeah,
Okay, we're going. Bye.
nice seeing you again.
Don't ever change.
She does. See you soon.
Not so much.
I'll
Wouldn't
be
you
back.
hope?
I'll be back.
Don't worry, I'll take good care of that horse.
I just smile.
I suppose we could part with the horse for something.
Toodaloo. I've left if already.
Okay, so Dermot heads out.
Part with the horse for something, I say, sarcastically.
I want to back out.
Fox sits backing out.
I headed out with Dermot.
What do you have? I have to admit, in the grand scheme of things, a horse isn't that valuable.
I'm more concerned about the lives of the people inside than the
You
horse.
should pray to your god.
Although my horse is a dear companion, the people are far more important.
Unless we can do some business.
I just leave.
Okay. So you just left. Alright.
I'm gonna summon the horse with the cart.
Did you step outside, Kel? Yes?
Yeah,
No.
I was the second one out.
You were the second one out.
Ardo for the baby.
So, all that's left in there is Ardo then. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dermot steps out, Kel steps out, Vox steps out, Andara steps out. And what about you, little one?
I'm not leaving. You hand over that rod and that baby.
Well, I'm sure that can be arranged. Do be a dear and get the door.
No, I think I'll just stay.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. You see out of the corner steps the hobgoblin. He starts walking over towards the door.
Okay.
Outside, y'all see the hobgoblin come out of nothing and start walking towards the door to close it.
We're just like right outside the door, are we not?
Right, you are.
Okay.
He reaches the door and begins to close the door.
0 fucks are given outside.
Okay. The door is closed.
I don't know what we can do here, guys. He's clearly not giving up that rod.
Yes. I'm not about to give up my soul.
I'll speak with my order.
She deals in souls, and she's like the most powerful being ever known. So
I'll speak with my order and we'll see what the ladies can do. Illustrator should hear of this.
Well, Ardo, you have the floor.
Wonder if I could get something from her. I don't know if she would be interested though. Let me try going back in and see if there's any chance she'll purchase the coot's belongings.
I'm sure Illustrator would be most interested in learning of this slaver of souls.
But before we do that, and before you come in, Ardo,
Yes.
what's your offer for this baby and rod?
I'm offering nothing.
That's pretty weak.
Oh, well. You're weak.
She
You're
stands
tired.
up and starts walking towards you. Do you want the baby and the rod or not?
Yes.
What do you offer?
I offer nothing.
You insolent little fool. Get out. She
No.
plays her door open.
I'm not leaving.
Was I reaching for the door? Has the door
Yeah.
not open?
The door flies open. I said, get out!
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving from this spot. So I get the baby in the rod.
So now we can hear this indignant conversation.
Yes, you can.
That sounds like it's going swimmingly.
Very well. Why don't you try and wait me out?
I'll wait you out there.
You gonna step in now, Kel?
Yeah, awkwardly, because this conversation looks like it's just two stubborn people staring at each other.
Yeah. Really, you walk in, you see Ian standing there, and she's just staring at him.
Okay.
And Bakut?
Vakut's standing in the corner staring into space.
The bad time. I have some of Vakut's old things. I don't know if you'd be interested in purchasing those.
What do you have?
Well, I've got these swords and these scrolls that I can't understand.
Oh, come here, dearie. She starts waving over to the zombie. As near as you can tell, although he looks very, very intact for being zombie.
Okay.
You could do much more with that piece, couldn't you? Give me that old thing I gave you. See him reach, and he takes out a strange-looking blade. You recognize the handle.
Okay.
She takes that and sets it aside. What do you want for these swords?
Well, could you part with the rod or the baby?
What part of the baby?
All of it?
What part of the baby? You're a horrible woman!
I
Just looks over at you and grins. I suppose you're staying for supper too, aren't you, little one?
Oh, I'll be here for breakfast too.
Promises,
Did
promises.
It's
you
gonna be an
just-
interesting sleeping arrangement.
Did you just hit on her?
Don't forget, halflings eat 6 meals a day.
She pulls the rod out. I am done with this,
Are all its contents still inside?
in a manner of speaking.
Wait, what?
She sets the rod out. They're all still in there.
I bet you're done with it.
Okay. What about everything else in there, and what do you mean by a manner of speaking? Please elaborate. I mean, I'm showing you exactly what I'm offering. You have to show me what you're offering.
Very well. She grabs the rod. Your hand, please. I promise no harm will come to you.
Her promises don't mean shit.
No harm will come to you, pal, but you'll be stuck in that rod. Don't do it, Cal.
She holds out her hand and just looks.
Can't you just show me?
Is the door still open? Can we hear all this from outside?
Yes,
or-
you can.
Yeah. Can't you just show me an image?
Very well. She waves her hand. You see a hilltop. You see Sprinkles and Donkey standing inside of a cart. You see zombies and skeletons wandering all over the hill.
Ah. Whose doing was that? I'm pointing at the skeletons and zombies.
Well, I got them secondhand.
I see. Damn, he was right.
Doesn't that mean you... Who's outside with me?
Me.
Okay, well then I don't
Say
want
I am as well.
God. I just want the I'm like pointing to sprinkles and the cart and donkey. And what's on the cart?
For that sword. And the shattered one. Granted. She holds out her hand.
Well, not for both. I mean, that's clearly there was no people in there.
Do you want them back?
How about
You have to throw in something else.
and the baby?
The baby's worth more than both of those swords.
I guess bringing back the people's beyond her
Then
power.
you can only have one sword.
Ah!
She reaches and takes the non-broken one. And snaps her finger. Outside, Sprinkles and Donkey appear standing inside of a cart.
Okay.
Sprinkles seems rather panicked. And
Sorry, what? I don't know. I probably don't know any of this. What's happening?
outside of the,
Oh.
the hut, in the clearing, Sprinkles and Donkey appear standing up inside of a cart.
Okay, I'm probably shocked, and I run over to Sprinkles. Yeah. Sprinkles?
Can we have the people back for the other sword?
Kel, what are you doing?
I'll give you this entire rod for that other sword.
I mean, not as zombies. Surely you could do that.
Not for a sword.
It's beyond her power.
You aren't dealing with the witch in the wood, are you? This is madness!
Oh, well, okay. I'll just keep that sword then. Which one did you take? The one that's named?
The named unbroken one. Yeah.
Okay.
The katana instead of the daikatana. The other one's a broken daikatana.
Alright. Well, I think that's about as much as I can get out of you, so, have a nice day.
Pleasure. See you again soon.
I, hurriedly run out.
Okay.
Like, quick walk. Briskly.
Alright. So y'all head out. Or you head out. Ardo, you're staying.
Hmm.
She's not giving up the baby. Where's Andara?
And you see her. I'm so glad you're staying for supper. She reaches inside the folds of her robe, pulls out a halfling child, and throws it into the cauldron.
So what?
A halfling child.
Is it still alive?
Yeah,
I just-
screaming and kicking.
I dismiss it as an illusion, an elaborate illusion of her.
It's not the baby, it's just a halfling child.
Halfling child.
I mean, I don't see this, but I just, yeah.
Right.
Just for
Yeah.
imagery.
Are you over at the cart with your horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's cut to outside because they're going to be a bit of a standoff in there for the next couple of years.
We're gonna go to a break. Actually, we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks for watching on Twitch. See you in a bit. And thanks for watching on YouTube. Don't forget to leave comments, subscribe, like, all that stuff. And yeah, see you soon.